Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl R.S. Lewis, and today we got another trailer reaction. I'm looking at The Nun II. Yeah, I'm going to leave my thoughts till after the video, as I always do. So if you're new here, I'm not going to interrupt the video. You'll see my reaction down at the bottom of the screen, but you won't get like me interrupting the whole trailer. You can watch the trailer freely, but trust me, I will be reacting. So pay attention to the little me down there. And let's get to it.
There's something wrong with the school. Something doesn't feel right.
Sophie, what happened?
I think there's something here that's not meant to be.
What did you see?
I saw a nun. What did she do? She's standing there.
This thing, it's come back for me.
This demon was once an angel. Rejected by God. Stripped of power.
It wants that power back. It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too.
You send that thing back to hell.
See? The jumpity jumps, the jump scares. Okay, that was The Nun II. Woo! It had some jump scares. Now, I'm not going to lie. The first jump scare that was there when they grabbed the little girl through the vent, I saw that teaser in a movie theater, so I knew it was coming. I was braced for it. I was like, ooh, but I knew it was coming. The second jump scare, I was like, oh. Now, I'm watching this on a monitor here in the studio, small monitor. It's not like I'm watching in the screen in the dark. I should have turned it in the dark. That's what I should have did, but no, I ain't going to do that. One thing I can say about these Conjuring films, this whole franchise, they have capitalized on the jump scares. Like, nobody's business. Doesn't matter who is producing it, who's directing it. They capitalize on the atmospheric tension and horror. And they bring them all together very cohesively. And I've always admired that about this series. Like, now, don't get me wrong. There are some movies in this franchise that I was like, But what I will say, they work the hell out of the tension and the atmosphere. People walking down dark hallways and stuff like that. Why y'all never have a flashlight? Or turn the light on your cell phone. Now, the Nun 1 and 2, they had cell phones back then. But y'all had lamps. Something. I don't know. I wasn't around in the 50s. But don't go down dark hallways. Don't go in caves. Don't go exploring for shit. I'm sorry. I'm not that... I don't have that explorer. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I wonder if it's something like, is the money there? It could be riches. I guess I won't be rich. So I won't last long in these movies. But anyway, back to this. Looks like this is going to pick up right after the fourth one with Sister Irene, played by, I think her name is Taissa Farmiga. She's the younger sister of Vera Farmiga, who happens to play Lorraine Warren in the rest of the Conjuring series. And I'm wondering how they're going to tie this together. It would be cool if somehow, some way they're related in the series as they are in real life. Obviously, they can't be sisters in the series, but it would be decent and play on the fact that they do favor, obviously, and they are related. Like, this nun has attached herself to these two people. Valak, the nun / demon, has attached itself to different people in the series, but we see how it really was attached to Ed and Lorraine and whatnot, and how it's attached to Sister Irene. I'm hoping that there is a way that they're going to connect it, because the first one kind of gave us an idea of who or what Valak was. This one is going to go more into the backstory and the lore of Valak. So I'm like, okay, as far as telling the story, it's kind of keeping a flow, and we're seeing what it's doing. Now with this, as far as this film goes, we got Storm Reid. She's coming in. We've seen her in a lot of things. I think she got a name that's just very iconic. Doesn't matter what she has, Storm Reid. Like, it sounds like she should be in a comic book. Like, she sounds like a comic book Storm Reid. Because you think of Storm from X-Men, and then you think about Reed Richards. You just, I don't know, that's my opinion. Anyway, Anna Popplewell is joining the cast as well. Looks like Jonas Bloquet, if I'm saying that right, and Bonnie Aarons, who's playing the titular nun, they're going to be returning. Now, Jonas, he was Frenchy. And from what I remember from the last one, it didn't look like things was going to work out too well for Mr. Frenchy. But we're going to see where that left off, because we knew what was his fate, but we didn't see it unfold. Now, I'm going to say that when The Nun came out, the teaser, much like this teaser, had me hyped. This sequel has something going for it that the previous one didn't. First of all, the first one hyped me up so much when I went to see it. I was just like, it wasn't bad, but it was like, it's okay. Like, I wasn't scared out of my fucking mind, blown away. It wasn't to say it was a terrible film. I did enjoy it. I guess the teaser hyped me up so much, especially because that jump scare. So I'm thinking this is going to be similar, but I'm not going to go in with my hopes up high. So that might work in his favor. Like, they'll know that the former film was kind of underwhelming to some. I'm not the only one that shares this opinion. I'm not going to be fooled by the teaser. Like, oh, hype, y'all see that? The Nun. Blah, blah, blah. Because The Nun is probably hands down creepiest entity in this series. I think more so than the one that was in the first Conjuring, the witchy, whatever her name was, trying to make the mom kill herself and kill the kids. And then definitely more scary than Annabelle. However, we might get that whole, you know how the first Annabelle movie was kind of trash, but the second one, the prequel, was dope as shit. The Nun, even though it's not going back, it's going a little a little further forward in the future, our past, their future. So it might do better. Hopefully they're like, okay, we did this wrong, we did that wrong, let's work on this, and yada, yada, yada. Or they just might be like more of the same. I'm hoping that they don't do the latter. I don't really have too many predictions, but I do know that as far as box office, The Last Nun made a lot of money. Bonnie Aarons has come back. She plays the hell out of Valak. Like, I don't say what you will. Valak is very fucking creepy. It's very unsettling. I went to Catholic school. I don't care if you saw Sister Act 1,000 times. Nuns can be very intimidating. And then when you got one that looks like this, the context, like when I saw the second Conjuring and Valak was in that picture and came rushing towards what's the name, I was woo. I wasn't scared, but it released some traumatic memories I had stored away with the nuns that I didn't have the best interactions with. I'm just going to have to swallow my fear and just woman up and go, with my chest up and just go and just deal with it. It's not that deep. But I am kind of looking forward to it. Like I said, we knew that we were going to get a sequel. COVID got in the way and delayed the project, but looks like we're getting a September release of this year. And I'm going to line that with the other movies on the way to Halloween and my birthday that I'm going to go see. So I'm going to give it a chance. Looks like this is New Line Cinema, Atomic Monster, and Warner Brothers are coming together. It's like, I got to give New Line Cinema some, credit. Like, they have been the titans of horror films for a very long time. And I'm just like, You see that logo, you know you in for a treat. Blumhouse trying to give them a run for the money, but New Line Cinemas, look, they gonna hang on to that hard producer, distributor title for as long as they can, and I'm not even mad. I'm thinking about the set and the setting for the film. Again, it's going to be in this old ass church convent. Now we got Catholic school, so that's going to further traumatize me. Not looking forward to that, because man. And one thing I could say about these films, speaking of, I know I had mentioned the setting and the tone and the pace. Like, you're going to get jump scares, obviously. These movies thrive on that shit because you know something is going to lurk or you know something's going to be a jump scare. But there are a lot of scenes where the nun is lurking where they don't see it. There's not a jump scare, but we know it's there. And it's like, oh my God, it's there. Get the fuck out. Most films either do one, like it's kind of like the Babadook or Hereditary. And then you got movies that's just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. And this movie, while it has a lot of that, it still has a good level of tension. And it just, that suspense, it just builds it up. James Wan is going to be producing this, so he's attached to it. I will go see it. But let me tell you this. If I'm at home, I'm anywhere, and it's dark, I'm not exploring shit unless it's a way to get the fuck out. I'm not trying to find it. Ooh, what's this down there? No, like Evil Dead. Oh my God, look, is that a vault with a creepy ass book? No, previous none. Oh, we found this relic. I don't care if it's the Holy Grail or a piece of the cross that Jesus was nailed to. I don't care what you believe in. I'm Jew, but still, whatever it is, I don't care if it's worth a lot of money. I'm not Indiana Jones. I'm not Laura Croft. You know what I mean? I am not the exploratory site. You put me in one of these situations in films, you're not going to have a very long one because Rose is not exploring shit. I'm not. Get somebody else to do it. Anyway, what did y'all think about the Nun II trailer? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you going to go see it? Are you done with these Conjuring films? They're going to keep pumping them out. As long as we go, as long as we give them our money, we can complain about it. We could praise it. We're talking about it. It's going to be trending. Folks, they're going to keep making them. Like, your money talks. So if your money says, I don't want to see this type of shit no more, they ain't going to make it. So, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, leave your comments down below because of where else you're going to leave them. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you can be notified of other videos that I do in the future. I try to post weekly if I can, sometimes more than once in a week, sometimes depending on my schedule. So I'm out of here. Again, I'm R.S. Lewis, aka the Insomniac Writer, and this has been another reaction. On that note, be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself. All right, guys, I'm out.